Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Dennis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Helm. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Flanagan. Breaks into the open. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll run it. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Higgins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the Sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just ran over it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's held. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. At the 15, he's loose. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They're going to run it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it. He cannot get it in. A mere... inches away from pay dirt.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give out of the gun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to throw, it's held. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Pulls it in. It's Vincent. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Kansas.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I will tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it from the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Field goal is good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. so they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Indiana, 0.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's held. The sure hands, it's Jefferson. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Got a man, it's Higgins. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open on the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now.
Going for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jefferson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Finds a man on the left, and he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. There he goes. And he'll be brought down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? If you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets away from one, finds room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Looking for a man. It's Helm. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets into the 25.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the football.
On 4th down, going to the air. Puts it out of the air. Slithers into space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
3rd down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's help. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. And that last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.